Hi everybody, I'm standing outside my Dragonborn gallery and this will be the last installment that I'm doing for the Dragonborn Legacy. I just thought I'd bite the bullet and show you the museum. I've already touched on the Safehouse, the Devavezza and the Society's Guild House. So now it's time to look at the actual museum. This is the statue that you end up with after you've done the quest, the night at the museum. Which is a really great quest actually, it's a lot of fun. The first time I did it in version 4 it scared the life out of me because I wasn't sure, what to expect. This time I knew what was going on, but it was still super scary. So, as you first come in the door, you'll find your donations box right there. Oh hey, that's since yesterday, that's amazing. I'm getting rich from this place, I tell you, and I don't have that many exhibits. 345, so, And this book actually is really useful as a way of fast travelling around. As you can see, there are a huge number of options. And so this isn't going to be a full explanation of every part of the museum, but it's just going to give you an overview as to what it's about and what it looks like and how it's set out. I've still got my Christmas decorations up. This hall, as you first come in, is just amazing, isn't it? That dome roof, beautiful. And you can enable or disable those decorations by using your menu. Where am I? There I am. So it's as simple as that. And as you can see, there are innumerable things to configure and play with. Probably is time to turn them off, being at we're like 3/4 of the way through January. So when it comes to the displays of the items, you can either do it manually if you can be bothered to look for the particular spot for the item, or instead there's an easy way to do it, which I'll show you in a second. You do get people wandering around, come to visit, which is just lovely. So you can see that a lot of thought's being put into the displays, and they really are wonderful. Wondered what happened to that. It obviously took it off me the last time I was in here. And there's this big dining hall which looks positively empty at the moment. I'm assuming that all this is going to fill up with my achievements and items. So don't throw anything away or sell anything, because the likelihood is there's a spot for it in here somewhere. Okay, the guild house we've done. And this is the museum staff quarters. It has guards that roam around. They're wearing the same gear that you see Inigo wearing right now. And you can pick that up for yourself. Now, I've already done a video of the safe house, so I'm not going to do another one. But just to say, since I upgraded the mod, I'm now on version 5.0.28. I've been having real issues crashing to desktop in here. Every time I craft, it feels. So, I don't know quite what's happened, but the older version of the mod that I was using was absolutely perfect, no crashes, no nothing. But I've noticed that since I upgraded to the new one, had a couple of issues. That's one of them. The other one is my paintings are balked, and so I went and spent 30 days in Whiterun just to see if that would fix it, and it hasn't. So off on the right, though, that takes you through to the dining room and staff quarters, etc. This one off to the left looks pretty lame at the moment, doesn't it? I've got nothing going on. Need to get my backside into gear. I think this is the display from Solstein, being the chief of the pygmy tribe over there. Are you allowed to call them pygmies? So, for emptying your bags, just pop down the corridor here and use this display prep station. It's awesome. It takes everything out and it puts it on its proper place. You can also change the mannequins here if you want to. You can have half male, half female, or all one or the other. Store your supplies, and you can make replicas of all sorts of things. So you can see from looking through here, it's a pretty good idea about, you know, what I've done so far in my new game. All sorts of different things. And you can store your bits and pieces, all the fragments and keystones that you get from being out in the world and digging. See, I've got quite the stock building up there at the moment. And then over here at Orion's desk, you'll find little notes. Pick them up, read them, and it sends you off on a quest. I've done some of these already, but I'll show you. Orion's notes, Dragon Mail Cuirass, I need to get the Warlock's Ring, the Tools of Kagrenak, etc. So I've got, you know, work to do. And I love that about the Dragonborn Legacy. I just love that you get all these quests to do, send you out into the world, and you go to places that you may not bother with at all, actually. Okay, so the library.
What can I do for you?
If you're using your Safehouse, there's a book return section in there, which is linked to this. So as you can see, I just chucked a whole load of stuff in there. If I click here on sort books, then it'll put all those books into the relevant slot in this library. I love the windows. The library is very impressive. I love it. And you can also sit in these chairs. All recorded books from the library can be added to your inventory. Use the card catalogue to update the list. Once you've finished reading, the copies will be removed. Would I like to read? No. But, you know, it's handy, isn't it? And just sit in your library and choose whatever you want to read. I think that's awesome. This is the special section. The rare books. There's also a printing press. On the 8th day, God created the beer. So you can make yourself copies of these books, which is awesome. I think this might be a long video. And just, you know, there's a lot to see here.
I am standing in the home of a hero.
He gets it. So my shelves are pretty empty. There's all the treasure maps, as you can see. Actually, it's taken some off of me that I haven't found the treasure yet. I need to get those back.
How can I help? Fine. Pardon me.
All right, East Exhibit Hall. So my paintings here are pretty good. These are ones that I've just recently put up. Whereas all the ones that I had put up previously all appeared to be in the wrong place. Try and put one up. I think I've got one on me. Yeah, that's cool. That looks good. So any new paintings I'm putting up are fine. It's just my old ones that aren't quite right. So this leads to all sorts of other places to go to, and in itself, look how pretty this is. Very nice. Loving the banners. So Daedric Gallery.
Yes?
And you get this beautiful, like, force field in front of the things that you've found. Or that have been donated, and that's another thing. He's got the loudest sneezes. This one, Scourge, for example, was donated to the museum by a benefactor.
How can I help?
And the plaques make interesting reading, apart from anything else. I mean, can you imagine how much work has gone into this? Extraordinary. I don't know where Mirak's robes are. His gloves and boots are there. And his staff and that beautiful sword that I really like. It's fascinating to look at. But yeah, his robes, God knows what I've done with those. And the place has got custom music, which is also very nice. All of oddities. Every now and again, Orion will send you out on a quest to go and find something random in the world. These jade dragons are some such. It's my ancient Nord pickaxe. Look at these. These paintings are just wow. Oh yeah, and in dungeons you'll find cards which when you make a set, they can go on show here. I haven't got a single set yet. But also you'll find coins. And I've got a few of those. But I'm pretty woefully short on everything, as you can see. Well, this artwork is just lovely. This is one of my favourite rooms. And onwards, the Hall of Lost Empires. Look at this place. Oh, that is such a beautiful thing. I love that shield. I haven't even been there yet on this playthrough. You can just come along here and look at all the things, all the empty spots, and know what you've got to do and where you've got to go. It's pretty amazing. And the displays do look so impressive. Oh, I was going to wear that. Oh. Oh, and this is intriguingly closed off. There's a couple of locked doors. Oh yeah, see? Better? Oh, still. Oh, it's driving me mad. It's best I don't dwell on it. Perfect. This brings out my OCD big time. I'm like that in real life too, though. If a painting's askew, I can't leave it that way. Alright, let's travel by book. Okay, so we're now in the Dragonborn Hall. And it looks quite dark in here, but the displays light up. So as and when I get more things on show, it'll become a lot brighter in here. As you can see, I've got very little so far, unfortunately. Hey, there's my clockwork. Fat loot. Oh, thank God. That does get on my pip end after a while, I have to say. Okay, well this is neat. I didn't even know that was there. It's been a while since I've been in here. I think when the museum, you know, when I first got it, I came in and had a look around. And it was obviously before I did clockwork. Bard's College, oh yeah. Just finished that. And here are the stones that I've discovered so far out in the world. And the shrines that I've clicked on. They populate. And I'm Archmage, so that shows up too. That is neat. And Guildmaster of the Explorer Society. Hey, this is just brilliant. I love this. I should have come in before doing this part of the video. Instead of sounding so surprised. Well, that's very groovy. So yeah, although it does look a bit dark in here at the moment, I know this has been mentioned. It will... Oh, teapot. Where on earth do I get those things from? I'm going to start having to look for them out in the world. Honestly, just don't throw anything away, just in case. That's my advice. Let's go to the Gallery of Natural Science. That is amazing. It's also another favourite area of mine. So here's all your bug jars. And you have all these habitats. So you can build a wolf, an elk. You need elk hide and 1 venison. And if you just activate those little things, saber cat and a bear. Bear claw, bear pelt. And they're all wonderful little magical enclaves. Orcas and mud crabs. Oh my god, have I built nothing? Oh hell no, that's never getting built. That will perpetually remain empty. Chickens, horse, cow and dog.
What do you want?
Goat. Oh, do you know, you'd think that after building a magnificent place like this, they could have changed the dialogue of the guards to be more polite and respectful of the fact that you are the blooming Dragonborn. Oh yeah, I built a Spriggan. And a couple of dragons. That is magical. And then you have gemstones that you'll find out in the world. Still got a few to find. And other bits and pieces, look at that. That's a beautiful display. But this one's my favourite, the tide pool display. In Solstheim along the beaches, you will find all sorts of beautiful little shells. This is so pretty. So yeah, I'm very fond of this room. I can't remember what goes here. Oh, mammoth. Build a mammoth. Fish. Interesting. Oh, the Gilder Green Flora of Skyrim. Beautiful. So, here you can access your supplies. Oh, sorting chest for everything, by the way. I think I mentioned that previously. Okay. Okay, so the armory is pretty vast, and you can display one of every type in here. I'm not sure I've got anything that's completely full. So these are populated for you from your inventory. And there's an east and a west wing, which is full of mannequins. How nice is this? And look at the mannequins, they are great. Really unusual. So down here, all the guard armors. Need to get a hat for him. Excellent. And as you can see, no decoration in here, just vast amounts of mannequins and weapon racks and plaques. So you've got no excuse to say you haven't got enough room. Oh hell, look at that. Thanks. What on earth possessed me to put them there? I'll never know. And then same again. So much space. You know, I've been pretty lame this time so far about armor collecting. I think it's something I always end up doing later in my game. But, you know, I like to have a dressing room where I can just see everything on display and pick what I want to wear that day. How beautiful. There are some really nice decorative touches actually around. Oh yeah, and this dude haunts the place. But, you know, now, nicely. I had a bit of poltergeist activity for a while there. Alright, well, that covers just about all of the main points of interest in here. There's a lot more to see, so, you know, if this is something that interests you, then, you know, just download it, do yourself a favour. You won't be sorry. I'll call that the end of this video with that fantastic stained glass dome. Thank you so much for watching and for all your comments and for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon for the next one.